Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wa ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. صدق الله العظيم. Praise be to Allah. There is nothing, there is no deity except Allah. Then I refuge with Allah from the Satan, evil doer. Then I start in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. My Rabb, please extend for me my breast and make my affairs easy for me, and release the knot from my tongue. They may understand my speech. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Dear respectful viewer of Islamic Iman TV, in program of Believe in Believers, today's our subject is that translation from the last week of موقف هجرت در متون دین, and today is the translation of that subject. But before I talk about it, I am offering my best wishes to all of you in good health, in good condition, in happy time. As you see on the top of my board, there is written outlook of migration in Islam, and that's our headline of our today's subject. This subject is a unique subject, but that I will talk about it inshallah within during my times. The word of migration in Arabic refer to those who run away their home or their homeland to the foreign country. Call it hijrat or migration. And the word of hijrat in Arabic, derivative from word of cutting, refusing, rejecting, and escaping, run away. These are, that has to the meaning of. Using this word interpreted in general as a refugees, or English immigrant or immigrants. That can be done physically or mentally inside the mind of the person, or decision that he want to make inside. Of course, physically it shows like by walking, by something, the action, and mentally is supposed to be just not to get involved with that condition. Those bad, non-Islamic peoples, they had constitute for some kind of infidelity or some kind of outlaw or something, and mentally at least you should not be with them. Any means you have to leave from those kind of plan or something they have. You have to cut, run away, escape, or at least not to be involved. Or if you are under the rule of non-believer and will make you as the same as they are, fascist also is haram. That is the person who favor the fascist system as they are. You must to run away from them. Or even you are under the stress of bad action and carelessness of your wife, even you have to cut your relationship with her and not sleep with her anymore at all, because Quran said about it. Quran said the verse is that وَهْجُرْهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ, stay away. Or about the reason of any dangerous condition that you're facing, either life threatening or losing your faith, things makes you unhappy, disappointed, unbelievers and unbelieving, those things which they made you, you should run away, you should refuge as soon as possible. Do not stay long. At the same time, migration is also, as the good point has, into the life of human being caused a lot of development, makes people knowledgeable, smart, and better educated, other than if there are some people stay on the same condition, as boring, in a just worthless, makes worthless the person. If they are in such a bad condition, they are not doing anything, not running, not cutting, not those things, these people are face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is worthless. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala favor migration. So all these evolution that we can see in all over the world, all are outcome of migration, and also those are building, those are development, those are technology, those are everything make the life easy, make me easy. So migration in historical point of view were the first group of human beings who migrated after 200 years. They were in the south side of African continent, and then after years, reason of the dryness or food or something and they start migration. They go to the north side also of the African. So that is that's information, and according to the one of the researcher organization in Australia by the name of Caravan. If you go to the internet, you can find that they are saying they are that proved that the proof of the anatomic way of their research, that the first migration was start from there. Also in Quran, there are 14 verses. That's we are as a believer. So mostly about the Quran. So Quran mentioned 14 verses just for about the migration, just for migration. How important the immigrant or migration is. Allah said to first sometime that you are under the pressure, people has feeling bad, he cannot perform their believing responsibility. This is all about. Then Allah said about that you have to have refuge. You have to have run away from the under the cruelty, under the pressure. Like I said, those things. So, according to the promise of Allah in these 14 verses, first, to those who are physically under the pressure of oppressor, Allah said in chapter 4 verse number 97, said, Alam takun ardullahi wasi'atan fatuhajiru fiha. This is kind of warning, this is kind of the strong command to the Muslim people, to the so Allah said, Alam takun ardullahi wasi'atan fatuhajiru fiha. So there is the earth of Allah, the land of Allah is not to expand, to give you place. Why you are not make a hijrat? Why you might make a migration? So something Allah in this give a warning. If the land of God was not vast, so why didn't you migrate? Why do you didn't migrate? This is the order to the believers to do so. Second, Allah promised to those immigrants the highest rewards, that is in the chapter I don't know, chapter 4 probably, verse number 20, saying, Allazina amanu wa hajaru wa jahidu fi sabilillahi bi amwalihim wa anfusihim a'zama darajatan 'inda Allah ulaika humul faizun. Allah said, those who are trustworthy, mu'mineen, imandar, and strive for the sake of Allah with their wealth and with their soul, have a great degree with Allah, and those who are victorious. It means those people who immigrate are successful in their life. So this was another verse of Quran. So now I give you one break here. Inshallah, I come back talk about today about subject migration. Stay with me.